afternoon to everyone. The first poem I'm going to read was written in a poetry festival after I had the experience of being ignored and disregarded by other poets because I come from Israel and I'm a Jew. There was another poet who refused to shake my hand. I gave my hand, and the poet refused to shake my hand. And I wrote this poem, At Home or Hide and Seek. Before I came here, my land belonged to others who worked it with love. Before they came here, their land belonged to others who worked it with love. Before my parents left their homeland, they lived in their own home that they built with love. Before you left your homeland, you lived in your own home that you built with love. Let's deny history. Imagine we were not here before you, and you were not here before us. Instead of playing catch, we'll play with words. I live in a home that was built for others. The people who lived in my home left to live in a home that was built for others. You live in a home that was built for others. The people who lived in your home left to live in a home that was built for others. The only home that was built for me is settled now by people who speak my parents' language, my own mother tongue that I do not understand. On central city streets of Paris, Madrid, and Rome, I walk and recognize the signs of my people and hush. I take the sky and pull it over my head to have a home, but where do my feet go? Thank you. I read only the last paragraph in Hebrew, which I love very much. And as I said before, it's a very deep language and it has lots of roots and layers. אני לוקחת את השמיים ופורסת אותם מעל ראשי, לעשות לי בית. אך לאן הוליך את רגליי? So that was the last stanza in the previous poem. Next poems are next poem are Go to Auschwitz. So these poems were written in Auschwitz. My mother was a Holocaust survivor. She passed away. And she always was against going to Auschwitz. She thought there's nothing to learn there, and she didn't want people to go back to their history. She wanted people to look at the future, to be optimistic, and to believe in human beings. So, unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, but I found myself in Auschwitz. I didn't want to get there, but I was in Poland, and some friends said, you must go to Auschwitz, and you know, after a while I had no choice, I went with them. And these poems are just a couple of the poems that I wrote. I will read them let me see if I have it. Yeah, I'm reading in English. All the poems were translated by Joanna Hay. Go to Auschwitz. Stand on the platform as if you never stood there before. 2. After the selection, Grandma, Mother, and I stand on the platform and look at Grandpa, his right hand in little Yehoshua's hand, his left hand holding baby David, his back to us as he goes. Such a long way he goes. All these years goes and goes and goes. And we stand and watch. All these years we watch his back to us. To this day, all the time his back to us, little Yeshua, baby David, his back to us as he goes. 3. Do not come here, my daughter. No graves grow here. The valley is calm, green. The people are good. Do not come here, my daughter, while Evelyn slumbers. Tourists come and go. No one stays. Do not come here, my daughter. There is nothing to be learned from the past. The wind that blows through the trees now does not remember the smell of blood. Do not come here, my daughter. You will erase nothing. The scars on your body are stronger than the scenery. A wasted journey. 4. Go to Auschwitz. Maybe you'll get a few poems out of it. I read in Hebrew part of the poems. תסעי לאושוויץ, תעמדי על הרציף, כאילו לא עמדת עליו מעולם. אחרי הסלקציה, סבתא, אמא ואני עומדות על הרציף ומביטות בסבא, ימינו ביד יהושע הקטן, בשמאלו התינוק דוד, גבו אלינו, והוא הולך. איזו דרך ארוכה הוא עושה, כל השנים הללו הולך והולך והולך, ואנחנו עומדות ומביטות, כל השנים הללו אנחנו מביטות, גבו אלינו, עד היום, כל הזמן, גבו אלינו, יהושע הקטן, התינוק דוד, גבו אלינו והולך. אל תבואי לכאן ביתי, לא צומחים כאן קברים, העמק רוגע ירוק, האנשים טובים, אל תבואי לכאן ביתי, הרוע כבר נם, תיירים יוצאים ובאים, אין כאן אדם. אל תבואי לכאן ביתי, אין מה ללמוד מהעבר. הרוח הנושבת עכשיו בעצים לא זוכרת את ריח הדם. אל תבואי לכאן ביתי, לא תמחקי דבר, צלקות גופך חזקות מהנוף, המסע מיותר. Last poem is called One Breast. It also has 3 stanzas. I'll read it in English, I wrote it in English. 1. In a blue link, in front of the mirror, I mark the contours of the butcherings of my mother's former breast. The line goes up, curls, and drops, helpless, into the hole of the armpit. The line now becomes diagonal, but it is not possible to move the hand. 2. I prod the wounds of the missing breast in soft, well-kissed bandages and place them gently, one by one, to soothe your pain and to cover myself from the butcherer. 3. Mommy, perhaps, just to be sure, let's go quietly tonight and bury the butchered breast deep in the ground and trample and stamp our feet and beat and hit me and you and spit 3 times to each wind and spin knives in the air and pin and mumble palms up and pray and sing, and then we'll rise, wash our hands, and again spit 3 times to each wind and leave. And at home, we'll tightly close our eyes, cross our fingers, count 10 years, hold our breath, and wait. I'll read part of it in Hebrew. Only the last stanza. אמא, אולי ליתר ביטחון כדאי שנצא עוד הלילה בחשל ונקבור את השד הכרות עמוק היטב ונהדק, נרקע ארוכות על תילו, אני ואת, ונרקוק 3 לכל רוח, נזרוק סכינים, נניף סיבובים באוויר, ננעץ באדמה להבים ונמלמל כפות כלפי מעלה, ונתכוון ונקום ונמדות וניטול ידינו ונשוב ונרקוק 3 ונסתלק, ובבית נעצום חזק עיניים, נספור 10 שנים בלי לנשום, שלובות אצבעות ונחכה. Thank you very much.